Hi guys, welcome to Office Blokes Reacts. I'm Office Bloke Dave.
I'm Office Bloke Mike.
I'm Office Bloke Daz.
Collectively we're the Office Blokes. We have 2 other YouTube channels, Patreon page, social media merch, all that good stuff.
We do.
Click the link below, it'll take you where you need to go. Simple as that. So we did SOOUBWAY Part 1 a couple of weeks ago. This is Part 2.
Oh, right.
There's a big series of it, and this got like 90 million views or something.
Really?
90 million?
It's some crazy number. But I get it. Based off that first one that we watched, it was proper amusing, wasn't it? It was really...
Yeah, it's good.
It was really worth a go. So we're going to try number 2.
I had Subway for lunch today.
Did you?
Nice.
Show off.
Well, I couldn't be asked going out because he was washing my car. So I had to wait.
Yeah.
So then it was... Ordered in, for delivery.
Why not?
Fair enough. Well, this is SOOUBWAY Part 2, Annoying Customers. Let's do it.
Hey, this is kind of like a part 2 video. I mean, you don't have to have seen the part 1 video to understand what I talk about in this video. But I mean, if you haven't watched part 1, you should. So I used to work at Subway, and to be honest, about 80% of the customers were fine. Sometimes they would do something that would just personally annoy me, like ask for a meatball on flatbread. So don't feel too bad for me. Like sometimes people would ask me, can I have a turkey with lettuce, tomatoes? Whoa, slow down. What kind of bread? Footlong or 6-inch? What kind of cheese? Is it toasted? Then we'll talk about vegetables. And every time someone brought in a list, there would always be something missing on it. Always. I never had someone come in with a complete list. I would ask someone, what kind of cheese? And they would say, they didn't specify. Well then, if they didn't care enough to remember cheese, I guess they'll get Swiss. If anyone watching is currently working at a Subway, then feel free to use these tricks. If someone asked me,
what kind of cheese do you recommend?
I would always say provolone, because it's the easiest cheese to pull apart with gloves on. Really, if anyone asked me what I recommended, I would just tell them the easiest thing for me to do. But even after I gave my insightful provolone cheese recommendation, sometimes people would still say,
I'll take American.
why do you even ask me what cheese I would recommend if you're not going to take it seriously?
Can you imagine going into Subway and saying, so what would you recommend then?
Subway, I know, yeah.
What's on the chef specials today then? Have you got some cheese, some bread?
Yeah.
You'd have to be mad, wouldn't you?
Another thing that would annoy me is when people would say the sandwich was all done, but they didn't put any sauce on it. So I would ask, any sauce? And then they would be like, oh yeah, mayonnaise. Oh, why did you tell me it was all done if it wasn't? Also, the receipt machine at the store took like 7 seconds to print out the receipt. So it would be very awkward every time I would ask people, do you want your receipt? And then they would say yes, and then we would just stare at each other until the receipt printed. So what I did every time someone swiped their credit card, I would just stare off into space, and in my head I would count to 5. And then I would ask, do you want your receipt? And by the time they said yes, it was like magic. As soon as they said yes, the receipt printed. At Subway, you only work with one other person. So if someone got annoyed and said, let me talk to your manager, I would just look at them and go, listen, I've been here the longest. The only other person in this store is a 16-year-old girl, and she technically isn't old enough to use a toaster, so I'm probably your best bet. I'm the manager. Like, do people think the manager will automatically take their side and give them free stuff? Yes, actually they do think that because it happens all the time. I would consider myself a pretty laid-back Subway employee. I didn't like to be...
I've never said, can I speak to the manager anywhere?
Have you not?
No.
I have
don't think I have,
over the
actually.
phone with call centres where I'm just not getting anywhere and I'm like, listen, I need to go above you. You're just not doing it. I need to go to...
Put me in touch with your superior.
Yeah, I've done that.
Never used that neither.
But that's been like 45 minutes into a phone call where it's like, this is just, I'm about to kill someone. So, pass it to someone who actually has the authority to do something rather than...
Definitely. Yeah, I don't think I've asked for like a manager before, but I think someone might have gone off to look for a manager if you've got like a query about something, but I've never actually specified it.
No, storming out the bank's the worst I've done. Calling everyone names on the way out.
Recently.
I know, it was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, but I've never asked for it. Never, don't bother.
No.
I don't think you're going to get anywhere.
I think you're right there.
He kind of sarcastically said it's about getting free stuff. For me, it was about getting the thing done that I needed done over the phone. But I've never done it in a restaurant or anything. And I have sent food back in restaurants.
Never done that neither. Never sent food back.
You eat in nicer places than me, that's why.
I've never sent food. I wouldn't. I'd just leave it.
I've sent
There's no way I'm
back.
sending anything back. My mates used to be a waiter and they used to tell me shit stories about what they used to do with the food.
Yeah.
And I was like, never sent anything back.
Yeah.
I've been on dates where it's like the girl's food's been trash. And then what do you do in that situation? Do you go, oh well?
Yeah. I think I've sent it back.
Mine's all right.
Yeah, mine's hey.
I think I sent it back when it's been when it's been the wrong order. You know, something's completely different. didn't order this, then obviously...
Even when that
it's
happens, I
different,
say,
isn't it?
I'll still take that. Just give me that. Unless it's something that's fucking shit that I don't want.
Yeah, like sushi or something.
I mean, I'll just take that. I'll take it.
You should eat in Wetherspoons more often. You'll start sending food back.
I wouldn't. Definitely wouldn't. I wouldn't be ordering.
It's alright, it's all shit there. No matter what you get.
Stingy with people, even though I was disobeying the Subway formula on purpose. Oh, you want more than 6 olives on your foot long? Pfft, sure. Here, have a 5th slice of cheese. $1.50 for avocado. Pfft, I'll charge you 75 cents, buddy. I probably shouldn't be saying these things, in case this whole YouTube thing flops and I need a job. So I wasn't really strict on the rules. You know those fast food workers who are strict? No, we won't serve breakfast at 10:02. Get out. But being pretty laid back still didn't stop people from being annoying. So this one person comes in and asks for 2 foot-long pastrami sandwiches. And pastrami is our most expensive sandwich. It's about $10 for a foot-long. And guys, the pastrami is super good. But I wouldn't pay for it. I mean, it's good, yeah, but I'm not paying $10 for a foot-long. It's not worth it. So this guy, I make his 2 sandwiches, I ring him up and I say, that'll be $20. And I guess he didn't look at the price of the sandwich on the menu, or he thought we still did the $5 footlongs, because he said to me, I ain't paying for that. And this is when I was just starting out. I only had like a week of experience. And after he said that, I responded, well, shoot. I guess you're not paying for it. I didn't know people could do that. Hey, I want this. All right, that's $20. Nah, you don't want it? No, I want it. I'm just not paying for it. Okay, no, but actually, we did come up with a compromise. He told me that he had $12, so he ended up paying for one of the sandwiches, and I got to eat the other one. So it all worked out. This one time I was making a sandwich.
So he paid $2 more just for one sandwich. Should have been 10 for one
I'm guessing
sandwich.
he might have given him his $2 back.
He said he only had $12. So he only got one sandwich. He didn't say he paid $12 for it.
Right.
You see.
Fair enough. Thought he was scamming him and getting a free sandwich.
For a guy with a very heavy accent, and he asks for onions on the side. No big deal. We at SOOUBWAY put vegetables in little cups all the time. I actually got a soup cup because the on the side cups are teeny tiny, and I start doing my thing, but then he says, no, on the side. And I think, oh, he's getting a foot long. He probably wants onions on half of it, but not the other. So I start putting onions on half the sub, but then again he says, no, on the side. At this point, I don't know what this guy wants. So I ask him, on the side of what? And then he screams, onions! And I never figured out what he was trying to say. This one old gentleman asks for sauce to be put on his vegetables, and normally we put it on top of the sandwich with the meat. And I didn't know if I heard him correctly because I put the sauce on and then I closed the sandwich. So your sauce would have been in the same place either way. One time, this woman tipped me and Corey $40. She wasn't annoying, I just want to sprinkle in some good customer stories. Okay, one time this Native American person came in, and I don't know if mentioning that was important to the story. He comes in and asks for 5 foot-long tunas. Okay, Tyler, just me and you, let's do this. And then when we're all finished, we ring him up and we say, anything else? And he says, 7 meatballs. What? He wanted 7 more sandwiches. But James, you're SOOUBWAY. You're supposed to make people sandwiches regardless of how many they ask for. Yeah, I know, but the guy could have handled it differently. Normally for a platter, you have to call in at least an hour ahead, and that's only 5 foot-longs. This guy could have called ahead and said, hey, I'm getting 12 sandwiches, so just prepare yourselves. Mentally. I mean, we had so many customers waiting in line. No, we didn't. That's a lie. It was only him. But still, this one woman, I was making her sandwich, and...
Would you ring ahead if you wanted, like, you're getting an order from here or something?
I ring ahead from Monty's all the time, even if there's only 3 of us.
For Subway? Even if if you're getting 5 sandwiches from Subway, you'd ring ahead.
Yeah, I would. I wouldn't just walk in. I don't want to get it delivered anyway.
Yeah,
it's a bit more
got to pick up.
Really. Yeah.
Places like that never answer the phone though.
That's good.
So
Deliveroo, mate.
What about McDonald's? Though, say if you're going like for a football team, or
Deliveroo.
like that. I know, but if you went into the thing, you wouldn't order ahead probably.
No,
would you, if you had,
not from
like,
McDonald's.
Like 12 or 15 or something.
No.
Interesting, but still, I've heard loads of people that work behind the bar say that. Where they've got the whole order, and then someone goes, and can I have 3 more pints of that? And like,
happened to me at the boxing the other night.
Did it?
I got to the queue, and the queue's huge, and I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
Twice. This happened to me. Two quick stories. Saw my mate at the front. I went, Ryan, you being served? He went, yeah. I went, it's like 2 pints on there, mate. And everyone's just looking at me going, dick. And the guy's coming back with his change. He went, oh no, I need 2 more pints.
Oh.
And then I went to the bar again, and it was like spread out now. So they were serving different parts of the bar.
Yeah.
So I was about 3 deep in the bar. So a girl stood at the front, and I said, tapped her on the shoulder. She turned around and went, how many drinks are you ordering? She went, just mine. I went, I'll buy it if you get me 2 drinks as well. So the guy stood in front of me, went, you can't do that. I went, just have, mate, sorry. And he's like, and he come past me, he went, that's legendary. He said, you'd have been there for another 10 minutes. I went, I know.
Oh, wow.
Fair
It's the
play
way
to
to
you.
do it. It's the way to do it.
Know the bars.
Pushing in front of boxing fans. Fair play.
I think we should start Office Bloke Daz stories. We need an animator, and you can start doing stories like this.
Got some good ones.
Yeah.
Waiting in line. No, we didn't. That's a lie. It was only him. But still, this one woman, I was making her sandwich, and for vegetables, she asked for extra lettuce. So I put on a big handful, but then she asks for more. So I put more on. More! And sprinkle some on. More! I won't be able to close the sandwich with any more lettuce. And she says, that's fine. All right, extra lettuce it is. So I ended up giving her an open sandwich with a mountain of lettuce. You know we do salads, right? When I was little, I always thought if I was working at a store and someone tried to rob me, I wouldn't give them any money. But now it's like, psh, I ain't risking my life for SOOUBWAY. Here, take the cash register. So thankfully I've never had anyone pull a gun on me, but I have caught people stealing from us. I was making someone's sandwich and this one kid asks for just a water cup, so I gave it to him. So I go back to making a sandwich and I just hear the fuzzy soda sounds being dispensed. And I look over, and the kid is putting soda in the cup. He didn't even try to hide it. When I put soda in a water cup, I at least wait for the employees to go in the back, but I didn't even say anything. I was just like, all right, man. This guy, I totally saw him.
You grew up in the show, didn't you?
Yeah.
You must have had some of the people when there's no one behind the bar reaching over with the glasses and
Yeah, me.
pouring it out. There you go.
Pouring me on beers.
You
It's a technique now I can use it, stretch over
Yeah.
and
Especially after a few beers, you see everywhere's empty, you know, no bar staff or collecting glasses or something. You always get one, wouldn't you, like that, reach over.
I've never poured a pint in my life
Have you not?
behind a bar.
No.
No.
Oh, well, I'm bringing one of them pumps.
Are you?
Bringing it here.
Nice.
Ooh.
We can do Office Bloke Dave tries pouring his first ever pint behind a bar.
There you go.
That's
Bingo.
highbrow content, that, isn't it?
A bag of chips, and he hid it under the counter so I couldn't see. So when I rang up his sandwich, I asked, anything else? And he said, nope. All right, whatever. Okay, last story. I was in the back and I was playing some Clash of Clans, and we have a computer that shows what the cameras see, and I see this woman who was eating there. She reached over the counter and took 3 large cups, and I did nothing to stop it. You know, I'm the kind of person that's like, the fast food employee is always right. Say if I was eating somewhere and I asked for a chicken salad and they said, we only have tuna salad. I'm the kind of person that's like, oh, well, I guess I'm having the tuna salad then. I think people need to realize that these fast food workers are actually people and not something for you to use to get a free sandwich. I did mean it when I said in the last video that everyone at some point should work in a fast food or retail job. It's nuts. Okay, we're done.
Nice.
I like them. Yeah.
The great, aren't
Yeah,
they?
well put together, aren't they? Yeah, I like his narration and everything. Yeah, it's funny.
It just makes me remember working in Tesco for however long I did,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
9 months or whatever, and you know the customer service side of it, and
I'll say what you like at that customer service. Not good. So yeah, I thought you'd be quite cool, calm and collected in that sort of situation. No.
they had a thing at the end of the tills
Depends which
once.
Tesco you're at.
Well, that's a fair point, that.
It depends how much sleep you got the night before. Did you do the all-nighter at Jilly's Rock World and roll into work for a
Whether you're
9-hour
in
shift?
the mood for it or not.
Yeah.
Fair
But
enough.
there was a thing at the end of the till where you could text your feedback, and I had a woman actually very angrily stand at the end of the till like that, like texting, having a go about me.
She's gone over and unplugged it.
Yeah.
I told her to fuck off. That was why.
Yeah, you're not going to get a 9 out of 10 for that, will you?
She was being aggressive. I can't
Okay.
remember exactly what the context was, but I stood up and just went, just fuck off. Just pan face, just fuck off. Well, I'm
You
done
don't
with
get
you now.
sacked
Just
for it, no.
Oh, I managed to get sacked in the end, but it was hard to
Did you?
get sacked from there at that
Well
point.
done.
There's
You know,
loads of people.
when you talk about security and people stealing stuff, you know, because I used to have something. It was either in my wallet or in me something on my belt that used to
Goes off all
triggers the
time.
alarm.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
my,
yeah.
my biggest trick, and my wife and my son used to hate it when they were with me. I used to go, run!
What, when you went off?
And I remember the security guy looking at me one day and going, I don't care. He said, I'm not going to chase you.
That's what I like,
I said,
isn't it?
I haven't nicked anything.
Yeah, I think the reason I ended up getting sacked would make a really good video like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you know, we'll see in the future.
I think
Yeah,
I might
no,
remember
like
you
you
telling
said.
me about that, actually, but yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe for another day. That
I bet your mum was proud.
She wasn't hungry for a while.
Hope you guys enjoyed that too. Don't forget, like and subscribe, hit the bell, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Cheers, guys.